I love South Carolina. I love it. Remember, we came down all together. We came down, and this was going to be a place that was tough to win, and we won in a landslide. This was a good one.
All right, now Democrats are seizing on that and say, look at this guy, the president already in campaign mode, and he finished campaign, can't get into governing mode in South Carolina today. He'll be in Florida at a big rally tomorrow. USA Today is saying Trump returns to a comfortable place. The campaign trail. Politico goes even further. Trump flees Washington as he seeks a reset. Now, I should point out that a lot of the critics who are saying this, especially those in Congress, they're off for the president's weekend, for an extended weekend that will actually go into a week. All right, so they're criticizing him essentially working, but I don't know where to go with that. A Washington Examiner's Byron York, though, says this is actually a good idea on the part of the president to get back in this mode, to go over those kind of reluctant shaking heads and to get in touch with his base and beyond. Byron York is his name. Byron, what do you make of this?
Well, the big thing is Trump has obviously had a bad week in Washington, very tough week in Washington, and the reason I think it's a good idea for him to go is he has already done a lot of stuff. He has reduced the regulatory burdens of Obamacare, frozen federal hiring, pulled the U.S. out of TPP, approved the Keystone XL, strengthened enforcement of the immigration laws, authorized a border wall, tightened White House ethic rules, and weakened Dodd-Frank. I mean, he's done a lot of things already, but he did it in kind of this big fire hose of information and controversy and tweets, and each one of those probably would have deserved a White House rollout and promotion campaign. None of them got it. And it seems to me that what a president does is he says what he's going to do, and then he does it, and then he goes out into the country and he tries to sell it. And I think that's what you're going to see him start doing tomorrow in Florida.
All right, and it's that very campaign mode that rattles a lot of Democrats who are quick to criticize him, although I don't remember at this stage Barack Obama had already done at least one event like that back on February 9th of 2009, so much earlier than this president. Having said that, Nancy Pelosi, among others, seizing on the fact that, you know, really, a few weeks in, what the heck has he done? I want you to react to this.
A jobs bill in the first 4 weeks passed and signed by the president today, 8 years ago. But imagine, in 4 weeks, what this president has done, and here we are, and here we are. So let's just dwell on the fact that there's no jobs bill, there's no infrastructure bill.
That's how she's defining it. We have no jobs bill, no infrastructure bill. That's a sense of worth to her. But she neglected all the things that you just mentioned. I could mention at least a half a dozen more, but what did you make of that?
Well, she's a legislator, so for her, action is legislative action, and indeed Trump is going to have to do that. But I think he clearly started out in a kind of an executive action phase in his presidency, going to move at some point to a legislative phase. I would point out in January of 2009, I'm trying to pull this off the top of my head, I believe Obama had 265 Democrats in the House and 59 in the Senate, soon to be 60. So he had overwhelming Democratic majorities and also a sense of emergency with the economic meltdown. So there was a different atmosphere certainly at that time. But the fact that Trump has used executive action, it's hard to see how it would disturb Democrats on Capitol Hill who cheered when President Obama did it.
It just depends on your perspective and what to you is deemed proper action. All right, thank you very, very much, Byron York.